The Tin Man!
Good morning. Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. My name is Scott. I am the Tryp Man, and I'm here to give you the Uber news that the Uber YouTubers, the Uber tubers just don't want to talk about. Researchers from the University of Chicago Booth School of Business have looked at the issue of Uber and the increase in traffic deaths. They took data from the years 2001 to 2016, before and after ride-hailing adoption in large U.S. cities, analyzing traffic volume, transportation choices, and accidents to arrive at their conclusion. The documented increase in accidents appears to persist and even increase over time, and that rate has stayed steady through weekdays, weeknights, weekend days, and weekend nights. For perspective, while in 2010 the number of roadway deaths in the U.S. stood at 32,885, the lowest level since 1949, that number increased to more than 37,400 in 2016. The introduction of ride-hailing services in 2011 accounts for a roughly 3% annual increase in auto deaths nationwide, or 987 people killed each year. The most significant increase in accidents occurred in larger cities. Meanwhile, in cities that have introduced ride-hailing, bike and pedestrian fatalities from accidents involving cars have increased at a similar rate. Uber and Lyft need to keep large numbers of cars on the road so they can get to riders quickly. Average of 47 cars for every request. Thus, the companies subsidize drivers to stay on the road between fares. As a result, ride-hailing drivers are often driving alone as they search for riders, resulting in more cars on the road than usual at any given time. Based on the Department of Transportation estimates for the value of a statistical life, they found fatalities due to ride-sharing services like Uber amount to about $10 billion. That figure does not include costs from non-fatal accidents. Now, the reason Uber and Lyft are responsible for such an increase in traffic deaths is that they put more cars on the road, and that has meant more accidents, injuries, and deaths involving passengers, drivers, bikers, and pedestrians. And maybe because they're playing with their phone while they're driving. I'm just saying. Now, Uber, the day before voting on the AB 5 bill in California, has done a remarkable job of suppressing any negative news stories about Uber. The usual rapes and robberies and kidnappings, assaults. I just don't see any in the paper today. But that doesn't mean that Uber's not breaking the law. They're illegal in Argentina. They operate there in defiance of the Argentinian authorities. The way it works there is The Uber drivers go to pick up their passengers who come out of their houses or apartments quickly, jump in the front seat of the Uber car, and they drive away quickly so that they're not seen picking up. The Uber cars in Argentina have no markings, lest they be spotted conducting their illegal activities. And they're not making any money there either. In Colombia, the Colombian government of Bogota, shut down one of the Uber offices. Uber's response to this is to put out a press release which says the announcement of corresponding legal sanctions lets the company speak out on the accusations of illegality in the country. Although the legality of the application Uber has been wrongly accused, there are compelling reasons that legitimize Uber's commitment to the country, Uber said, noting that it is waiting for the design of a regulatory framework that includes Uber. From the platform, it was indicated its objective is to provide an intermediation service between anyone who wishes to generate additional profits. In this intermediation, the driving partner with private vehicle pays for the use of the platform and uses it freely according to its availability, committing to meeting minimum quality requirements, and the user pays the driving partner for the mobility service. In other words, they pay for the ride. Uber noted that although service is not yet legal by the national government, they generated 34 billion pesos. In May of this year, Uber announced it will invest $40 million over the next 5 years with an opening of a center of excellence in Bogota to replace the one the government shut down, and plans to create 600 new jobs by 2023. With already 220,000 employees around the world, these 600 new jobs are a drop in the bucket. Although in Colombia there is no regulation that contemplates the private transport service performed by Uber, the market for these applications will continue to grow and diversify as demand exists and Uber flaunts the law. But Uber always cooperates in police investigations after a court order is obtained. Remember the Kalamazoo spree shooter? While he was on his way to shooting 6 people, he was driving across lawns, speeding through stop signs with Uber passengers in the car. One man jumped out of his moving vehicle, ran in his house, and called Uber. "This guy's crazy. You gotta do something." Nope, they never did, and 6 people died. Now, police were looking for him after the shootings. They didn't know he was an Uber driver. They just knew some guy was driving around shooting people. Well, Uber didn't cooperate. Nobody said a word. The Kalamazoo spree shooter said his application, Uber, on his phone, told him to do it.
Every day, millions of people use the Uber app to request safe, reliable rides in the same communities you serve. At the tap of a button, our advanced technology matches riders with nearby drivers. When a driver is en route, riders receive their name, photo, and license plate number so they know who to expect ahead of time. While on the road, riders can share their ETA with friends and family who want to follow their trip in real time. At the end of each trip, Riders and drivers can rate one another and provide feedback that helps us maintain a safe, respectful environment. Our commitment to safety is why we created the Uber Law Enforcement Portal, a website where you can quickly and securely request trip data and other information that may be critical to solving cases. To create an account, follow the link on the homepage and enter the required profile information. Once your account is reviewed and verified by our law enforcement response team, you'll receive an email to set up your password and complete your registration. After that, you'll be able to create a request anytime, whether you're at the office or out in the field. If a driver or rider is witness to or victim of a crime, a legal process data request must be created. We'll ask you to provide case details and specify what information is needed to aid in the investigation. Then you can upload the required legal process documents and submit the form. When your requested data is ready to view, we'll send an email letting you know. For exigent situations, you can create an emergency request from the homepage and our team will review it right away. If your request warrants an immediate response, we'll provide the appropriate information in your secure account. The portal also allows you to view the current status of any request at any time, provides answers to frequently asked questions, and offers support for technical issues. At Uber, safety is extremely important to us. By partnering with local law enforcement around the world, we hope to better serve the communities we all live in.
Something went wrong. Please try again later. And thank you. That is the Uber News for Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. Remember, everybody loves Uber until they get Ubered. My name is Scott and I am the Tryp Man, and I appreciate you watching and sharing this video with your friends, hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell icon down below.